Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Sunday morning. Yesterday was when they say the Sabbath day. This is the first day of the week, but this is the day that this world honors so-called God, which is fake. Anyway, I got up because I've been thinking about you as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights. It's about you. And so I had just finished doing a post and I was talking about Israel. I was talking about Gaza and I was talking about the killing and stuff that's going on. And I was trying to get a comparison to share with you to maybe get you to think as I'm thinking to see what you come up with. And then I went back to lay down for a few minutes. The next thing I know, I'm getting a new message to come back and share with you likewise. And it's called or referred to the Jesus message. And I just wrote it down. And I had the thoughts came to me. I just wrote it down and I'm going to share with you right now. What I've written is this. The heavenly message is all is of God, shared with everyone. A wonderful family. Everything is of God, shared with everyone. A wonderful family. Now, the deception is everything is mine. It's ours. And those that agree is our family. And to maintain and build our family, we will exercise all that we know to make it real. Now, all are here on the spot, on this earth, to learn whatever is required to achieve what we believe or what we know. We have a certain amount of time to get the message because we will all die at some point. Those that are deceived will do everything possible to maintain and produce what is real to them. If it's hate, lying, killing, and they'll do whatever between their birth and their death. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Those that know the truth will not commit the acts of the deceivers, hating and killing and stealing. No. So rather than existing until the end, at which time they die, they choose not to fight. They choose not to struggle. They throw in the towel. They don't wait on death. They bring it on by standing and giving representation of the truth they know, and they become martyrs. They suffer. Why suffer a fake life only to die anyway? That's the message of Jesus. To live the truth, you become martyrs. The truth makes you free always from the acts of deception. So to follow Jesus means to know that and resist the fake life. Now, this is the hellish life. More hell. Let me wait a minute. Let me get this right now. This is the hellish life. More hell. But you keep on living. Now, I was writing real fast, let me make sure you get it straight. This is the hellish life. Now, some people go through more hell than others. At this moment in time, there are more people going through hell, or worse hell than others. But if you keep on living, you gonna get it because it's coming. You know, when he came knocked on your door, you didn't listen, or when he knocked on somebody else's door, it wasn't your door, so you passed it up. Now it's at your door, and nobody's there to stop it. But truth frees. Yes, it does. The heavenly system, if we can live, seriously, this is what the heavenly system is about. The heavenly system is If we can live, so can they. And if they aren't, or if they can't or aren't living, then it is the business of those who are experiencing the heavenly life, those who know the heavenly truth, to fix it. See, the people who are living the heavenly life, they know what that life is about. And they know whenever that life is not being experienced by everyone, there is something going on that's messing it up. In other words, hell is taking over. So it is the business, it is the duty, it is the responsibility of those who know the heavenly life to say, these people got to have the same kind of life I got to have. And they will stand up against any system that would deny them that. Because heavenly people don't live where ungodliness is maintained. And you slip it in, but as soon as they recognize it's got to go. But now, only the believers in truth, or only those who know the truth, will have the kind of courage to do what needs to be done. Now, you got evidence. Jesus is the real evidence. This is why when Jesus went to the cross, everybody said Jesus came down here and didn't commit any sin, did everything right. And by doing everything right, what did it get him? It didn't make him king. It didn't make him like Donald Trump on top. No, it put him on that cross, or a tree, or whatever you want to put it. It got him out of here. Now, you don't have to, since you don't believe in Jesus, many of you, if you think about India, think about Gandhi. Gandhi went through some stuff, said, hell no, I'm not going through this. This ain't right. And he stood up, he started telling the people, this is wrong. And it was great. But what did it get Gandhi? It got Gandhi a bullet. Now, there have been other people, but some that you don't know, but a couple of them you might. Look at Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was trying to, he said, whoa, this isn't even right. And he was talking about God and the Constitution. This stuff isn't right. And what did it get him? It got him a bullet. Malcolm X says, this ain't right. No, we stand up against this stuff. Got to make things right. What did it get him? A bullet. Medgar Evers. And a whole bunch of other people that can't recall their names, but you might know them. It's the same thing. That's what it got them. That's the duty. But now look at evil. Look at Putin. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump said they shot him, missed him, got his ear. Because he's so evil, the bullet said, oh no, we can't kill him. We got to let him live. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you get this message. Freedom comes when you know the truth, because you don't have to take this stuff. We don't have to take this stuff. We don't even have to talk about being in politics. We don't have to talk about, you can say that kind of stuff, but you can't accept it. Like, for instance, in this position right now, the Republicans running the show because they got the power, so to speak. The Democrats are going along with this because they are not representing God. They just represent that they're not as bad as the Republicans. But anybody representing God would say both of them are wrong, and they would stand up for what's right. And who's doing that? Who's doing that? So we're all in hell. And if anybody's free, they will stop. Now, those people over in Minneapolis that just got killed the other day, Petite and Miss Good. Now, I don't know what kind of life they were living in. That's not my judgment. All I know is this. They got killed. They got killed. And they weren't doing anything wrong. They got killed. Anybody else? I'm sure. But what about you? What are you doing? You can say what you want to say, but we are all going along with evil. I don't care what you say. We are all going along with evil. So I just want to take a little bit of time to come share that with you. So I'm going to say goodbye for now.